Today's episode is proudly sponsored by Hellbender Vinyl. For those of you that don't know, Hellbender is a vinyl record pressing plant located right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, doing high quality, professional, top of the line record pressing, baby. We finally got one here. There aren't very many in the world, let alone the country, and to have one right under our nose is an insane resource. So if you are a musician looking to get some stuff pressed to wax, I highly recommend checking out the folks over at Hellbender. Tell them Sykes sent you. I've always wanted to say that. Without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Sit back, relax, and let's start the beats. Ausinette's in the building. Make some noise. We're recording.
I didn't know that.
We started.
I did not know
We
that.
started.
So yes, here we are. Cheers, everybody. It's a lovely Sunday.
Yeah, y'all are far.
Beers
Short arms.
Beers
This ain't
are
happening,
pouring,
DJ.
except for me. I am drinking a water because I have to drive a motor vehicle a lot today, and I'm going to be a good boy.
Mhm.
But for the next hour or so, we're going to be sitting here chit-chatting about life, love, and the pursuit of grumpiness as an art.
Yeah.
As we try to monetize one of the only things we may have in our lives worth living for.
Yeah.
Let's make it as miserable as possible, right?
Miserable.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The rock and roll
That
dream,
is
baby.
That's right.
Sobering.
The band's going to make it.
So, for anybody that is not familiar, Ausinette, why don't we talk about Ausinette?
Yeah, let's do it.
Origin story. Let's go. Should I start?
Go
I'm
ahead.
happy to start. We'll fill in blanks where we go.
I came in
So-
later than you guys. so-
Right. So I don't even remember when this was, but Aus and I were bartending at the same spot briefly together. And then we were introduced by a mutual friend, like, oh, you do music, you guys should do music together. I guess I could rewind further, but I'm going to get way out of order if I do that. But I didn't really know anybody in town. I wasn't doing music in Pittsburgh yet. I had just moved here. So Aus and I got together and we like just clicked. Like sometimes you know when you meet somebody where you're like, oh, this person gets it.
It's
right?
happening right now.
Is it happening right now? Wow.
Did we just
So-
become best
Did we
friends?
just become best friends? But like, so you work with so many people and you meet so many people and you're like, that's fun, or that's, whatever, that's bullshit. Can I say bullshit?
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, God. Bad words.
Hell yeah.
So
Piss on me, daddy.
that's right. But when we
Was
got
that a
together,
commander?
it was so weird, like, because Aus came over and I was just like, okay, this is some stuff that I have written. This is some other music that I'd been working on. And immediately it was just like, boom, I've got lyrics. Boom, we recorded a song. I was like, holy shit, this is pretty good. And so
Yeah, especially for like our first take.
yeah, exactly. Like
We
first,
did that in one day.
right, which is the most streamed on the latest EP, which is the most streamed song. But I mean, it's the one that it shows gets like the most feedback, like positive feedback. So yeah, it was just like, well, we should do this more. And then Aus was like, I got a drummer. I was like, great, which is no longer the drummer, but like, I got a drummer. So we got something going, and then my wife works with Chris's wife.
Yes.
And
married.
so
Sorry, ladies.
she was like, hey, do you need a bass player? And I was like, well, someone's got to play bass.
Yes, for
And
real.
so
Yeah, someone's
yeah.
got to do it.
So Chris showed up and I was just like, great, you're great. Let's all just do this.
I was
right.
the only
So
one that showed
it's
up.
not, we didn't grow up together, because some of those origin stories are just like, we were in high school and it just naturally developed, right? Like
Yeah.
this was a very like slow trickling. And
Yeah.
then, Adam was like, we need a drummer to fill in because other drummer had left. And
Which
then
is, I also think, super funny because our last drummer is the one that actually named our band.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Wild. That's
But-
funny. Yeah. So Adam filled in for the show. And then we were like, where are we going to practice? Because he lives kind of far. And he was like, oh, we'll play at my buddy Richie's place.
Which is also
And-
far, but it's
which
all
is
good.
also
It's been
far.
working out awesome so far.
Yeah. But wasn't far for him to travel his drum. It's drummers, man. I feel for
It's
you
different
guys.
when you got to
Sorry,
carry a
drummers.
whole kit around.
Exactly.
Part of that story that we missed is the other drummer decided to quit 2 weeks before our very first full electric show.
Right.
And
Yeah, it
we
was
did an
tricky.
acoustic show prior to that too.
Performance anxiety. I get it.
That's right. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to
no
quit the
skiing,
band.
but
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But Adam knew Richie. Look at old Richie Rich. Richardo. How many? I'll call
Ricardo?
him at least 5 different things by the end of the day.
I don't know.
We got there and I was
Enrique?
just
No,
like,
that's
man,
Eric.
this guy has like a full studio, kind of like I have a recording studio in my place. He's got similar situation. And so we just started talking gear because I'm total gearhead. And I was like, oh, this compressor, this microphone.
They start
Or
throwing
whatever.
out numbers and words that I don't ever understand. I'm like,
Dude,
you
you
know, I'm
can't-
glad y'all know what's going
I
on.
was like, the Warm Audio 76 large diaphragm condenser microphone, or whatever.
Yeah, sounds like.
But yeah, I was just like, you should join the band. And he was like, I don't know. And then like 2 weeks later, he was like, yeah, I think I'm ready to join the band. I was
Which
like,
was he came to or he heard about our first show, and again, like Adam and Richie were friends, before all of this had even happened, and he let us practice in his space. And I think after hearing us, he was like, you know what, can vibe with these guys.
Yeah, it was one of those
to
"you're not
speak for him,
bullshit."
but
Like he,
Well, he's not here, so
but he's not
someone's
here.
got
I'm gonna
to.
speak for both of them then.
Yeah. Speak away.
That's right.
No,
and then
but-
yeah, ever since. And I don't know anybody in town. Like again, I moved here from Las Vegas, and before that was a bunch of other stuff. But I knew nobody in town, and so Aus obviously has connections from playing music and doing Atlantic Wasteland and all that kind of stuff. But I just randomly bumped into Adam from Drusky. Let's shout out to Adam Drusky.
Adam Valen, go fuck yourself.
But
Love you. Hugs and kisses.
he was like, I was like, you're the guy I need to talk, just randomly, like bumped
Yeah.
into. I was like, you're a guy I need to talk to. And he was just like, for sure, like send your info to this. And he got me in touch with the other guys at Drusky and okay, we got a show. Great. So that was a really weird like coincidence that just happened. It was great.
Totally. I think that what we are talking about is something that I talk about a lot on this show, and at its core is probably one of the most important pillars of this show, which is just networking, connecting
Yeah.
with people, making friends. That's really like all you
it
need
is
to do.
Yes.
Like people will, and I'm sure we'll probably get into the nightmare that is like trying to figure out the algorithm and social media strategies and all of this fucking nonsense.
That I
But
can't do.
honestly, like at our level where we're at, underground music, the most important thing is community, knowing your neighbors,
Yeah.
Don't be a
supporting your
dick.
neighbors,
And being
supporting your
good neighbors.
neighborhood,
Yeah.
taking care of your community, being picking up, like whatever metaphor you want to use. So yeah, it seems like there's a lot of that going on. And of course it's going to
Yeah.
work
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
that's how it works.
Yeah.
But I think especially in Pittsburgh,
Sure.
because I think I say this all the time, like having lived so many places, like Pittsburgh to me is like a small town disguised as a city, especially with like how you can just get to know people like that. Like, dude, Mac Miller was from here and like he just went to Alderdice,
Yeah.
and like obviously he has that following, but then like Wiz was from here and everybody supported him too. And like what? Anti-Flag, Eternal Boy, the Clarks, like all these people are still doing music because they have the community and like the family.
For
I don't know
sure.
what it's called. The family
Anti-Flag,
here.
not so
Yeah,
much
yeah. The
anymore.
family hug is a good way to put it for sure. And it's weird because, like, to an outsider, just speaking as an outsider, you show up and you're just like, well, how do I play there? And then you reach out to them. They're like, no, you got to talk to this promoter. And then the promoter's like, well, no, you got to talk to this guy. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, how do I touch with that guy? And they're like, I don't know. What do you mean? It's like someone's like gatekeeping, right? Until
Yeah.
you do meet one person. So I do have to give it up again for Adam from Drusky. Not trying to kiss too much ass here, but I came at him in such a like, give me a shout, and like, trust me, I'm not bullshit or whatever. And to his credit, was just like, yeah, sure, call this guy.
Yeah.
like, oh,
I
great.
mean, I've said this plenty of times before, but genuinely, I think one of our biggest problems as a music community is also one of our biggest benefits. And that is that there is no social ladder to climb
Yeah.
in the music scene here. There's nobody to impress. There's nobody to be trying to bend over backwards and
Yeah.
ass kiss and like shake the right hands. You'll get in the right rooms. It's not like that here.
Right.
Like we're all kind of losers. And it's great. Honestly.
Hell
Like
yeah.
it makes
I knew I'd fit in somewhere.
I mean, it just
it is. I mean, yeah, I
that's
feel
really
that.
what it is.
Yeah.
And like, I think that in some ways it can hurt depending on what your ultimate goals as a musician are.
Right.
You know, like if you're looking to get to a certain level, this might not be the best place for you.
Mhm.
But as we've aforementioned, it's not impossible. There's plenty of bands from a wide variety of genres of music that have started here, that have roots here, that were able to do it.
Yeah.
And you know how every single one of them did it? Networking,
Yeah.
talking to people, making friends,
Yeah, it's
starting
true.
here, not like creating some bullshit internet campaign to make yourself look bigger than you are.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
You know, it is all about like grassroots shit. Like any
Yeah.
of those artists could come back here and play a sold out show easily.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's not like some other people that may be able to go somewhere and sell tickets well, but nobody knows who they are here.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
everybody knows everybody here.
Yeah.
Which is a strong resource as long as you're not a ding dong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I think Pittsburgh has a lot more resources to offer than it lets on too. Because even certain rooms like we played Ormsby. I love Ormsby too. That was a
Oh, yeah,
cool,
that's a
like
cool- that's a
such
cool
a
room,
DIY.
I had
like,
never heard of that venue either. I'm like, this
Exactly.
is such a
Twenty-two
cool
Ormsby.
spot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. But like resources like that, right? And then every band on that bill is just like, yeah, let's play again. And I was like, yeah, let's play again. It's great. It's great. But like the networking thing kind of coinciding with all of these, resources that Pittsburgh, and even this is a great resource for Pittsburgh artists. Like I learned about a bunch of Pittsburgh artists from this because I knew Dream the Heavy. We met before and I was like, oh, we're going to be on this show. Like I saw I was like, great. What is this? I was like, cool. Let's check that out. So there's a lot of cool things that the town has to offer that I don't think, and I say town, it's, city, but I think it has a lot more to offer than it lets on because other cities are like, we have the Fillmore. We have the there's not like one venue here where it's like, we have to do that. Right.
Right.
Like there's a bunch of cool spots and a bunch of cool things here, but there's not like a Mount Everest here. Right?
No. And I think that it just functions differently. And I think that there is so much opportunity here. I mean, just from personal experience, like I play in a couple bands, and one of my bands that I play in is like basically a death metal band.
Hell yeah.
And the amount of
what can we give that a
Greywalker.
Hell yeah. Okay. I'm on board.
The opportunities and things that we've been able to do that we shouldn't have been able to do just from being nice to people and being a part of the community.
Right.
Like we've played like the outside cook-off type things where it's like we're the only fucking metal band, but we like know people that work places, and it's like fuck, like if you bring a good energy, meet people, and become part of the community, like people are down to see whatever. People, you don't have to like pigeonhole yourself into like, oh, we're a death metal band, so we should only play
Death metal
shitty bar
or
shows.
something. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And,
There's
like,
no
the
genre
shitty bar shows
specific
are
shows
great,
I've noticed.
but you
Right.
can do so much, and there's so many opportunities if you kind of have to make them.
Yeah.
But that's kind of fun, is you can just bullshit your way into
Yeah.
things.
It's like an adventure.
you
It's like
know,
a choose your own adventure.
totally.
Really.
Yeah,
it's
we
cool.
last weekend played Northside Music Festival,
Yeah.
Nice,
and
dude.
we weren't on the schedule.
Oh.
We have a friend that lives next to Max's Allegheny City Tavern, and
Love Max's.
we brought a PA and just played in her yard.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's rad, man.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Stop by.
But I mean,
Yeah.
we
So
let
punk
the
rock, bro.
festival know. I mean, we told them that we were going to be doing it,
Yeah.
but we weren't invited to play. They ended up putting us on the schedule after we were like, we're
Oh,
bringing
wow.
everything. We're doing this.
We're
doing it
doing
whether
it.
regardless,
you want
man.
to or not.
Yes.
And they were really like cool about it. But
Oh,
like,
that's
that's the type
cool.
of thing where it's
Crashing.
like, just make your own. Just you can do shit like that.
Yeah.
Just
Make your
make
own
it up. Fuck
opportunity.
it.
Yeah. No rules.
there are no rules other than be nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And don't have an ego. That's the big, that's
Yeah,
a big,
well-
there's like very few ego that I've run into so far in town. Everybody's been very approachable and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually a very like welcoming city. I would
Yeah,
say.
totally.
Yeah. No, I mean, like there's certainly people that do have the ego, but you're not going to run into them because they don't go out to shows.
Right. That's true.
And if they are playing a show, they're going to get there before they play, and they're going to leave right after.
right.
It's like, why the fuck did you even bother coming here?
yeah.
Mhm.
You know, I could go on a rant. There's
Yeah,
only
I like
a small
the
handful of
rants.
those people though.
Yeah.
And for the most
And if
part,
we could just first and last name, just give me those people. No.
security numbers,
Yes, exactly.
email addresses, license plate. I got all of it. Yeah, for sure. But no, there is no real ego, at least on the band side of things. There's a few promoters that are a little silly, but we don't got to get in the weeds with
That's
that.
right. Once in a while.
So we're trying to book shows here, actually.
Yeah,
Absolutely. So every promoter's the best. That's what we heard. I don't know.
So, kind of getting into the focus of the band a bit here. For anybody that has never heard your band before, what would be your elevator genre pitch? What would be like the sticker on the CD? Like I'm in Sam Goody because that still exists.
Yeah,
and I pick I'm in
Same
Tower
distributor,
Records. I pick up an Ausinette CD.
Yeah.
Right. What does the sticker say?
Chris, what do you got? Let's all do one. This is so fun. Let's do it. You can go first, though.
Oh
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Well,
It's like a zip. This is almost like an improv class. So
I am not an improv guy.
you are
I'm
now.
just
Not with that attitude.
That's
I'm
right.
the bass
There is
player,
no
man.
I can't.
No,
Okay, I'm the bass player, man.
Shit, high
I thought,
energy.
do bass players actually learn their parts? I thought it was all improv.
I thought it was too.
Listen, I do play notes that I'm supposed to play.
Are we still?
That sounds
Did
like
we
the
start?
fun way to play bass.
Yeah. Did we start plugging him in for the shows? Or no?
Listen.
He's there to sing, okay?
Listen. All right. So are we back now?
Yeah, we're
Can I
back.
talk
We're
about
back.
the
Okay.
fucking thing?
Let's do it.
All right. It's high energy. It's punk rock. It's fun as fuck.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
that's it.
that's good. Elevator pitch. Okay.
Is it?
Awesome.
Let's hang out on elevators.
If anybody, I do have this blue Sharpie I've been fidgeting with. If anybody needs to borrow it to write
It makes
down.
it's like whenever I inevitably clip something from this episode, like little snippets, and you're gonna be like holding that pen, you look like a real like techie,
So
like you got
intense.
something to
Yeah.
fucking say.
Yeah, for real.
Let's talk about these.
And we're
Get
just
real stoic. Do the thing.
What do you guys think about AI?
Hey, oh no! I think that's another podcast, my friend.
It is. Okay, elevator pitch. Let's hear our elevator pitch.
It's punk rock music. Makes you want to jump around and sometimes I scream in your face.
I love that. That's also great. I'm going to tag the energy thing. I'm going to say super high energy. This is not an elevator pitch. Everything in my head is like this long teleprompter of like 6 paragraphs, including what I'm saying right now. I can't shut the fuck up. So it's like high energy, but the people that are in this band, it's like a great how do I want to say it? All of us are like putting forth what we're made of, right? Like, our DNA when you hear our music together, like when we're playing together. I think out of this group, not many groups have I played with where you really feel that person's special, that like sometimes you're like, that's the star, right? Like
Sure.
You can look at some people, certain bands, and be like, this band exists because of that dude right there or whatever. There's 100 of those bands, but I don't think any one of us could be replaced and be the same band.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
So
Well,
some
we
people
all like contribute to the band, which is what's cool about it. I think,
yeah,
so.
there's like a very specific, like, I hate to use audio terms, but like a specific frequency that we hit together that is like an energy that cannot be replicated with other people.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I would
usually
say.
drive to the shows and stuff.
Yeah.
and to practice
Which
it,
is
and,
honestly how he got the gig. Like,
Yeah.
really, no. He's got wheels.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess that's the elevator pitch, is just high energy punk rock music. We all come from different backgrounds, but we all enjoy the same kind of thing. Like, I love metal and stuff. Like, right now, I can't stop listening to the new Architects record. I think it's great.
It
It's
is
like
really
tastefully overproduced. Sorry for whoever produced that record. Great record though.
Yeah, because they're probably.
But then I'll
definitely
listen
listening.
to old school, like I'll listen to Fear, right?
Yeah.
Like on the same breath, or I'll listen to, some sort of weird indie shit. Like, I listen to whatever. And then, you've got certain background experience listening to certain music, certain background experience. It's all a Venn diagram is what we put forth. And I think it's pretty unique and special.
Something that it's easy to romanticize youth. It's easy to romanticize my teenage years when I knew nothing about anything and I was just making bullshit music with my friends.
Sure.
Yeah.
But something that I've come to really appreciate over time, now that I'm 76 years old, happy birthday to myself, by the way,
Happy birthday.
Very nice.
is that the people that I have found that I'm making music with, now we have this like whole collective life experience of like going through different phases. You know, when I was 16 making music, like all I gave a fuck about was like, I want to make shit that sounds like some ugly grindcore, fast, disgusting stuff.
Loud, yeah.
And like, but now it's like I've had my heavy metal phase, my grindcore phase, my indie rock phase. I'm listening to nothing but Bjork. Now I'm listening to all ambient music.
Yeah.
Now I'm listening to nothing but fucking Dua Lipa and Charlie XCX for a summer. And, now it's like, and then like it comes back to like all of those collective experiences of listening
It's
to
like
so much
developed
different
something
music,
else.
and it makes writing music so much fun
Mhm.
as like with, you know, decades of music listening experience versus like, you know, being 16. I don't know. It's like, it feels, I'm learning to like fall in love with it again. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like, for a
that's
while,
the
it,
best
like-
way to say it, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a great way to say it. My heart turned black for music like 5-6 years ago, maybe. And now I'm like falling in love with it again. And that's why I think, as far as like good old Rich, whenever he was added to the mix, I was like, oh, he's going to add some more harmony stuff. And then Chris started singing too. I was like, oh, I really think this is beautiful together. A 3-part harmony in the middle of this punk rock song. It sounds
fucking
cool.
Great.
Yeah. So
Like, what do you mean?
I was like,
I'm
but
in love with it.
I previously would be like, yeah, just scream it out. Like, we got what we need. You're good. You know what I mean?
It
So,
depends on the song, what you're doing, you know?
yeah.
no, the
Some
way
song-
we've been writing recently,
Well,
dude.
yeah.
You've been killing it.
with the reimagining.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
that's
sounds
pretty
great.
We're reimagining some tracks. Are we allowed to say that? We're supposed to.
Yeah. I mean, we can
Reimagining
even
some
say
tracks
like, because we did the
acoustically
Blossom
and-
sessions,
Yes.
which I'm sure you're familiar with. Like, I think they're amazing. I thought they were
No,
so
they're
cool. I was like,
awesome.
how do we get involved? And
Shout out Alec.
yeah, we
Killing
went
it.
down and did a reimagining of one of the songs. I was like, this is really fun to just look at the other side of it, because recording such a, I'm talking so much. I'm so
I
sorry,
love it
guys.
though, dude.
Um,
Keep doing it. It makes me happy.
I think the other side of it, like it's a
Better.
very,
Get in
high, it's
there.
one of the most high energy songs like on the EP, Worth It. And we kind of turned it into this, it's the lyrics took a whole different meaning, I think, once we changed the music, you know, behind it. So it was so cool that we just were like, let's do it with more songs. And so now we're recording like this acoustic EP that is totally different imaginings of the other songs that we've
Sure
got.
is.
So
No, I mean, that's great. I think that there's like a very almost like unintentionally ambiguously sort of like capitalistic chokehold that gets put on art, because
yeah,
you feel like, oh, once I've created something and I've released it as a product, now it is untouchable.
yeah,
And that's like not true.
right.
But because you feel like, oh, well, it's already on Spotify, so we can't
like
change it now.
Yeah.
It has to stay the same, guys.
What the
Yeah,
fuck do you
it's
mean?
the
Like,
rules
art's an
thing.
ever evolving thing. and
Yeah.
especially with this band being so young in a way. It's
Mhm.
like these songs take time to develop.
yeah,
You know, they could take years sometimes to change, you know, even if it's something as simple as like, oh, we changed the bridge of this song and now it, you know, the emotional impact of it's much higher.
yeah.
It's
Or the
always different
song
for every
feels more
song.
complete or something.
But
yeah.
yeah, so why not?
Yeah. And like rules with genre. Like, I like to be genre fluid. You know what I mean? Like, I would love for us to dip a toe into like an acoustic show. Why can't we go play those? And
Yeah,
then
what
we
do
can
you
go
say
do
all the
high
time?
energy,
We get
crazy.
2 bands for the price
yeah,
of one.
2 bands for the price of one. Like, we'll be, I like,
Yeah.
I like playing all of it. I think all of us like playing all of it. And if I can get up and headbang and do some metal stuff too, like a,
Jump off
a
some
hardcore
speakers.
breakdown. Yeah.
Well,
Dude, let's
oh,
do
yeah.
that too.
Too, you know what I mean? Like there's, if you want to get into a conversation about like sustainability as a performing act,
Yeah.
variety is the spice of life.
Mm.
And I think that there is a way to navigate these waters in a way that like doesn't make you like feel gross or question your morals as an artist. Where
Right.
it's like, hey, like sure, we could strip things down and play this like acoustic little thing at the brewery somewhere,
Yeah.
or you know, some alternate setting where it's like you're still able to share your art with strangers,
Yeah.
get your name out there, market, promote, meet people,
Yeah.
do the thing that you need to do,
Network.
but like not in like a sleazy way. It's
Yeah.
still like authentic to the core of what the band is and
Yeah.
who you are as an
That-
individual.
I think that's one big thing that I always get worried about is that we're going to come off insincere or disingenuine because we do all of it, right? Like we do whatever. Well, the
I
acoustic
think these
stuff
days
is-
you're pretty much safe as long as you're not using AI.
yeah, right.
You can do
True.
pretty much, you
Yeah.
can do pretty much anything. I
Keep
think
music
Yeah.
human. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would agree with that.
you want to expand on,
that's my deep
on
thought.
that, Chris?
No, I don't really. I don't like AI.
Tell us more,
or-
Chris.
No.
No. I think that the only thing that I can really say about the AI thing from my personal
Are we getting into it?
we don't really need to get into it.
Fight
Maybe
the
we'll,
power
we don't need a
man.
we'll
deep
touch
dive,
on it.
but we can just
I mean, I think that the only thing is like, okay, so the way that, and forgive me for using a derogatory term, the way that normies interact with art,
Is that derogatory?
Is-
I don't know what's happening.
is a lot different than the way that like a creative or an artist forward person interacts with art. You know,
Totally.
and I think a huge issue is going to just be like the general media literacy of AI and normies that
Right.
aren't art focused, and
Yeah.
they're not going to be able to distinguish things, and there's no way that they're ever going to care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some normies might care because of like the environmental impact stuff,
Sure.
but I think very, very few people are going to really care
From, like, a
about the
delineation of-
emotional
Yeah.
and like economic impact on the artist that AI is having.
Yeah.
And that's going to be
I-
a perpetual battle. They're not going to give a shit.
right.
You know, like people.
I don't think people currently give a shit.
No. No,
Just want to
then-
let everyone know we write our own songs.
No,
All of it.
At scale, nobody's going to
It's
care.
true.
Yeah.
They're just not going to care.
Yeah.
And I think that is like a reality that us down here
Yeah.
need to get. I mean, you don't have to be comfortable with it, but
Yeah.
you need to accept it. It's here.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you
And
see, that's why you write songs for musicians and then you write songs for the
Algorithms.
general population. Well, you
Gen
always
pop?
hear it in like, especially like Midwest emo or like that super like ambient technical like metal music, because you'll hear all these like crazy, just like weird riffs or like solos. And like, oh, that's fucking interesting. Did they do a time signature change? Like, what the hell's going on? And then meanwhile, like, dude, where's my like, give me my repetitive chorus right now. Give me that pop song.
Sure.
You have to like almost cater to both in a way, you know?
Yeah. You know, I say this a lot, but this isn't like very like groundbreaking or anything. Music is a conversation between the performer and the listener.
Mhm.
And if you're speaking in a language that the person doesn't understand, you're going to have a hard time having a successful conversation.
I like that analogy a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
That
Stealing
maybe
it,
that is
using it in a song.
groundbreaking because I'm going to use that. Consider it stolen. I'm going to
It's-
use that.
It's stoic and brilliant.
So
It is. I like that. That's good.
you know, I think that's why pop music works, because it's a language that a lot of people
120
understand.
BPM, super digestible.
I mean, who doesn't like to have
major
like
key, major me.
I mean, like, I'll sit down and talk with anyone about anything dumb anytime. You know,
Glad to
you
be
want
here.
to get into a conversation about how the flavor profile of the Big Mac sauce has changed over time. I would love to do that.
Has it changed?
Definitely.
I can't
I
remember.
just
way
was never
more-
a Big Mac guy.
It's way more cinnamon forward now than it used to be.
Cinnamon's in
Cinnamon?
that thing?
And I eat,
Bruh.
and that could be an issue. Maybe I've eaten way too many Big Macs.
Wait,
Maybe my DNA is changing.
That's
When
the-
is there cinnamon in a Big Mac?
I'm not saying there's cinnamon in it, but there's something about the sauce
There's like
that has like a
that kind
cinnamon
of-
Like a
sort of
spice.
I get what you're
spice.
saying.
I don't know. I grew up basically. People told me it was like Thousand Island dressing.
Oh, it's certainly
And notice
Oh, yeah, I did hear that
I
too.
punctuated Thousand Island because I am from Pittsburgh and I can't say it right.
Wait, how do you say it? Say it again?
Thousand Island.
So you have to actually think about it when
Yes,
you
I
say
do.
it.
But
How did you
otherwise,
get-
like
how do
Thousand
you-
Island.
How do you say it? I am so
Thousand
new to
Island.
the Pittsburgh
It's like
accent.
Thousand
Dude, we
Island.
just like leave letters out and shit.
That's awesome.
And we say yins.
It's my favorite.
What's up, yins?
I do
Stuff
like
like that.
certain like.
Dude, I like feel like I don't okay, I mock the Pittsburgh accent a lot and I fear that it will become
You
a
will.
part of my actual
It gets in there.
I've let a couple slip out already, and I'm very new.
It's
to
like
me.
a.
I
it's
will
like a
never say
spider in your
yins.
brain.
I will
It's
say
just gonna
y'all
get in
till the
there.
day I die. But I'll wear a shirt that says yins because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's great.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we all one day It'll happen to all of us. We live long enough to see ourselves become the monster in the mirror.
That's right. That's true.
Yeah.
Am I there?
No, you don't sound like
Okay.
you're from
That
here.
Peter
yet.
Parker
Okay.
quote.
We'll work on it.
Right. I'm like,
Drink a little more
I
Iron
can't
City.
even get used to that thing. But meanwhile, I'm talking like it.
Give me some of that acid lot.
Iron
Iron City.
Iron City.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
I think that the only way that the Pittsburgh Yinzer accent is going to live on and move to the next generation is through our ironic use of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
It has
Because
to.
nobody genuinely talks like that.
No.
Nobody in my family talks like that.
Yeah, nobody in my family.
And
does that.
I've met a
It's,
lot.
it's
I think
how old are they?
There's some older ones.
Oh,
there's
see,
some
they're-
younger ones.
I don't
Some-
know
a lot of
anybody
people
young
use
that
it
talks like
ironically.
Yeah, I don't
think
know a lot
it's-
of- I don't know
think it's
young people that
it's
talk like
definitely a generational
when I
thing.
first
Yeah.
moved here, I worked in Butler. And let me tell you, this man walked in the store. I had no idea what he was saying. I was like, sir, I think you're looking for the sporting goods department over there. It's like, what just happened? I've learned. I'm getting it though.
Totally. And I
Getting it.
think too, I mean, there's maybe something to the shift in how we interact with people. And people spend a lot of time on social media and engaging and absorbing content from different people all over the world. It's not like they only hear people using one type of voice all the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
people engage with media of people talking a lot. So
Yeah.
I think that's why the accent is disappearing.
That's
That
an
makes
interesting way to
sense.
look
Yeah,
at
it's a
that.
good
Yeah.
way.
Ryan's laying down some philosophy today.
Well, and
I
I
think.
know that
I
not just
I
me.
try to use my brain sometimes and think about things. I don't know.
And I know I'm not the only one who plays around with accents all the time. You can do like a million accents.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You can do all of the accents, but I'm
I
just
can
saying,
do
like,
some.
if we're all like playing around with these, I think you're right. Like at one point, it's all just gonna kind of mesh together, like as we were supposed to be like a melting pot, right, or whatever.
Yeah, and in a kind of scary way, I fear that this same thing is actually happening to art.
No, yeah,
There's
you're
like
right.
a homogenization of art
Well,
starting
there
to
is.
happen. More, not necessarily from the core, because like I think everybody approaches writing a song or painting a picture or making a movie from their own unique point of view at some point. But I think we're at this point now where everything's kind of getting distilled through the same processes. So it ends up sounding the same in the end.
Mhm.
Like there's a
Mhm.
lot of, we'll say with like modern rock records across the board of different genres where like all the drum and guitar production sounds pretty identical
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because everybody's using a lot of the same sort of sound
Same
replacement
plugins,
stuff,
same. Mhm.
and it's like, okay, it's like making it a little bit difficult for me to enjoy. But
Mhm.
that's also because like I know too much. I
Right.
know
Yeah.
that the Big Mac sauce used to taste different. I know that
Right.
guitar tones used to sound
like guitars.
unique.
yeah.
and
Yeah.
but to the normal person, it's like this is still a Big Mac, that's still a guitar.
So do we
You care
think
too
though,
much.
because of that, because everything's kind of bottlenecking into this one kind of sound, do you think the fringe stuff is going to get more attention or more? Do you think, because I like to listen to some weird stuff. I'm listening to Italian hip hop nonstop right now.
Yeah, no, I think
I
no.
love it because they don't have rules really. Like it's so I think as far as domestically, we do have that problem. I agree with that. But do you think some of the weirder stuff is going to get more attention or get more
Well,
more mainstream, I guess?
there's an interesting situation because counterculture will always exist,
Mhm.
but the counterculture that I know to be
Totally
counterculture
different.
is not counterculture anymore. Like you
Mhm.
can go to the shopping mall now and every single store sells the same like Led Zeppelin and Metallica graphic
Yeah.
tees. Like
Mhm.
it could be Hollister, it could be Spencer's, it could be, I don't know. It's like I can buy a fucking vibrator at Spencer's and Target now.
Absolutely.
And a
Yeah,
Nirvana
what?
shirt.
When
Yo,
did
it's
Target
at
do that? I was
Rite
like, wait, what the hell
Rite
is
Aid.
that?
I went to Rite Aid. I mean, they're closing now. R.I.P. Rite Aid. But like, I walked down an aisle at Rite Aid, and I had to double take. I was like, they're just selling anal toys. Like,
Yeah.
that's just
It's like
it's
Vince
really-
Vaughn.
yeah, totally.
I honestly kind
Who
of love
knew?
it though.
I walked-
Normalize it.
Yeah, no,
yeah. I walked by and
But-
I was just shocked. But yeah.
But it's like all of this like stuff that used to be like, I guess, counterculture, Metallica t-shirts and anal beads.
yeah,
The peak of counterculture when I was a teen.
totally.
are just like, it's so available now. So it's like, what I'm like in my head, I'm like wondering like, what is counterculture now?
Yeah.
And like, I don't hang out with 15-year-olds,
Yeah, I was
so
gonna say,
I'll
do we
never
go walk
know.
in a high school and
You know,
interview these kids?
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
We got some questions.
You know,
like, don't let them.
I would
don't let them in here.
I would love to know like what is it now and what is
Yeah.
that going to look like, because like that counterculture alternative sort of shit that we grew up with,
Yeah.
It's
is-
cool now.
it's not necessarily that it's cool now, it's just
Mainstream.
very accessible.
It's more mainstream. Yeah. So
You know,
even
I'm in,
like,
half price books and they have Sex Pistols iPhone cases. I'm just like, we're cooked.
I was like, that's not why they started the band. Yeah. It's
just
wild.
very, very, very silly, but
Yeah.
you know, that's the inevitable thing with being in a, you know, I don't want to be all capitalist. Blah, blah,
It's a
blah, blah, blah.
cog.
People
Yeah.
want to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
And,
yeah.
like, that's people
Absolutely.
are gonna milk it.
Yeah.
But going back, you know, I think there is some stuff that is happening in the underground scene that I think is objectively pretty weird stuff. Shit like 100 Gex,
Okay.
I think is like a pretty weird band.
What is it? 100
100 Gex.
Gex? I
Yeah,
feel.
GECS.
I'm gonna
It's
check it
very
out.
like
GECS.
it's very like.
That's
do
what's
you
going on.
remember like mindless self-indulgence?
Oh yeah.
It's
So
very,
what,
like,
dude?
adjacent
I
to
love
that.
So James Uringer, I interviewed him when I was like 14.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I lied. Sorry, Terry
Wait.
S. for
Do you-
Juice Magazine.
What's that show I was telling you about with the kid who goes on tour? with
Almost
the,
Famous.
that movie. He
But
was
it's
the kid in Almost Famous.
like that. I never went on tour with anybody, but like my parents would blindly drop me off to
Yeah.
places because I lied on the internet. It was so new at the time, but I got to interview Mindless Self-Indulgence. It's a great show. James Uringer's great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm so sorry to
no,
interrupt.
you're good. It doesn't matter.
I got so excited. Nobody
It's-
mentions MSI anymore.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
100 Gex, like aesthetically and sonically, remind me a lot of that band,
Okay.
and like they're pretty popular.
Okay.
But I'd say they're about as popular as they should be,
Sure.
and I think that like you always want the best for the artists that you support,
Right.
but no matter what, there is a threshold where shit changes.
Totally.
No matter.
It's
how-
not yours anymore
Yeah,
after like a
it's
certain.
not that it's not like yours or mine. It's just like aesthetically, it's like there's a threshold where once it's like it can no longer be the same thing anymore. And
Yeah.
like it's really hard to explain the nuance of that. There's
Sure.
so many bands, like a band that comes to mind immediately is Ghost.
Yeah.
Like they're a band that I'm very happy for them.
Mhm.
They should be touring fucking arenas all over the world. You know, they have the sound for it.
Yeah.
But it felt so much better, and I think a large core of their fan base liked it more when it was a smaller thing.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
felt larger than life, and then
For
it just
sure.
becomes like a caricature of itself over
I
time.
do feel like some bands themselves also hate it when they get to that level. Like, personally, one of my favorite bands, The Story So Far, like Parker Cannon, I don't think is a huge fan of like the bigger venues. Because, especially, I mean, you've seen him perform now. He has his hands behind his back. Granted, something happened for that to be a thing, but like seeing Neck Deep come and tour their very first EP at Preserving Underground, which was just like a one-off show that they did in PA, was just the energy is so different when they're like kind of in a way where they started compared to playing these huge like festivals and arenas and shit like that.
Yeah, there's like an unspoken nuance about like how important the environment is for like the music, and like I mean a really good example. I was just talking about this recently with somebody on the podcast, so I'm repeating stories, but I don't know if anybody here saw Radiohead when they played at PPG.
I wish, dude. I love Radiohead.
You know, it's like Radiohead. Of course, I'm going to go see Radiohead. I
Yeah.
can walk from my front door of my house. I'm going to go see them.
Yeah.
But it's a hockey arena.
Yeah.
And like Radiohead does not make hockey arena music.
No.
It's just that they have way too many fans that you need to play in a space like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm trying to get lost in like
Now, would it
this
be
experience.
better? Maybe we can change how music is being performed live. Would it be better to do a smaller venue, 2 to 3 nights, right?
Yes.
And as some of these artists are getting older, not saying you're old, Radiohead, but they're definitely not old. But would it be easier on them and their tour schedule if they were like, we're staying put in one city for like 3 nights
Yeah, I mean,
at a smaller venue?
I think some bands do it. But also too, I think that like there's just like hey, like you're gonna do this one show, you're gonna get your fucking
Bajillion
your
dollars.
$250,000 payout
Right.
for whatever, and like leave.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you're a band operating at that level, you very rarely have actual control over
Yeah, true.
What
those
you're
things.
doing, yeah.
I think like
Yeah.
like Pearl Jam is like the only fucking band that has somehow managed to have an insane career built off of email lists.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Hey
but
guys, this is Eddie. We're going to be playing your city here coming up.
yeah, I mean, it works for them, but yeah, that Radiohead show was just like, the whole time it was just like everything just smelled like nacho cheese, and I could just see
Yeah.
people eating pretzels, and I'm just kind of like, this
It
ain't
just
it.
didn't translate.
This ain't it for me.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
be in the pit.
Now, also,
It's just-
is the way the performance, like we're talking about the intangible, which I agree with you. There is like an intangible thing. Once you hit a certain level, it's just different. So do those artists and bands, do you think there is a responsibility to change the way they perform? Or is everyone just going to Justin Timberlake it? No, I'm just kidding. Have you guys seen
What
that?
is that
Have you,
even?
do you know what I'm talking about?
Justin Timberlake it in the way that he just like kind of goes now.
But he literally sets the microphone down on stage. I just saw this video recently, so I'm
What?
speaking totally out of turn. But I just saw like in Dublin, he's talking and he just straight up sets the mic down and has the crowd sing it for like the whole thing. Now, granted, he's singing I got that feeling inside my boat, the troll song. Like
Oh,
who,
yeah,
who
from
wants to be
Trolls.
like 44? Like, we're gonna sing a troll song, kids. Like no one's really getting into that. But it seemed very like thrown in. And I was like, this guy's collecting a check. Like he's trying to execute his own career like on stage. It's wild.
He's already brought
But he might
sexy
be on
back.
drugs or something too. I have no
he
idea.
did do that.
He brought it back.
He
In
did.
2000.
You don't need to bring it
Just
back
reaping
twice.
the rewards now. Yeah.
But there's a way that people have to kind of change. Like Tool, for example, right? Like let's think of Tool blew up like huge in late 90s, early 2000s. Anima, I think it was, kind of catapulted them, or Undertow, I guess, for some people. But they totally changed the way they performed. They had these huge screens and it was very visual at that point. It was as opposed to like a high energy so do you think there's a responsibility or an opportunity, I don't say responsibility, an opportunity for the band to creatively change the way they perform at that larger scale?
Sure. I mean, I guess it's gonna vary from band to band. I saw another show at PPG Paints with another band that was very different from Radiohead, but Paramore. I don't know if you've ever
sure.
heard of that band.
Who is it? How do you spell it? You spell it Paramore? No, I don't know.
Paramore's great. I've seen Paramore a bunch. They're one of my favorite live bands. They're one of my favorite bands, period. Phenomenal live band. And they've been able to, I think, somehow transcend the scale of their success in a very like thoughtful way, where they
Okay.
had like a much bigger show. They have a much bigger band. They play with like a fucking 10-piece band.
Wow.
You know,
Okay.
That's so cool.
Extra
You would love that.
percussionists and all
Yeah,
sorts
that'd
of
be fun.
stuff.
They
And
do
like
ska music now.
they have no horns. They have but like really cool, like, really good, cool stage production with moving lights and all this stuff. But it still feels like, oh, I'm just seeing like a Paramore show at like a huge scale,
Gotcha.
and
Yeah.
like it
Feels genuine
okay.
and real still.
And I
It's
feel
not
like it's just different, for different, I mean, there's so much nuance in like every band's identity.
sure.
So, different things are going to work for different bands.
Yeah.
I personally don't have any interest in seeing Tool now
Right.
because it's like, I don't care about the the Tool
Yeah.
laser light show,
Exactly.
with
Yeah.
like, it's like, if I'm going to go see Tool, I would like, give me a time machine so I could go see Maynard being like a little freaky pervert, like
Right.
in like a nightgown on the front of the
Right.
stage, looking like a
Grabbing somebody who
goddamn
got on
maniac.
stage like in a headlock or
Yeah,
something.
like
He did it
it's
at
just,
Mesa
I
Amphitheater
don't
as
care
well.
about this whole like,
Yeah.
oh, we're in the silhouettes and we're giving you this whole like experience,
Right.
Um,
Which is crazy. So I
it's just not
did
for me.
see Tool last time they were here at PPG, only because I love Jazz Coleman is brilliant to me. But I saw Killing Joke. They opened for him, and
Yeah,
there was
that's so sick.
no lights, no nothing. There
Nothing.
was
There's
like
just the band on
60
stage.
people at the barricade, and I was like, "This is why I'm here, dude." Like this is they didn't, and I was like, "Oh, surely they're gonna play the tracks." But nope, no tracks, no nothing. Everything was like hyper speed, like 20 BPM faster than it was recorded. But they were amazing, and Jazz Coleman still got it.
Wait, I have a kind of off-topic
I love
question.
Jazz Coleman.
Speaking of PPG
He wrote the
Paints,
New Zealand.
how is
national
it
anthem.
with a band there? Because the last time I was there, I saw Justin Bieber, And
The Beebs.
I mean, there's no instruments, right? Like there's tracks playing, and the sound system for that, I feel like wasn't maybe the best for it. So I'm just curious, like how an actual band would be there.
I mean, I've seen plenty of shows there. I've seen Radiohead there. I've seen Iron Maiden there. I've seen Paramore there. And I would say all of those shows like sonically sounded good to me.
Okay. And I was just curious too, because like you're sitting in seats typically, unless you pay the extra, whatever, $50 or whatever it is.
I would say
Oh,
when
I just saw Rage there. Rage Against the Machine there.
Yeah, after
Nice.
the Radiohead show was the first time I went to a show there and I had seats. And after that, I was like, I'm never sitting in the seats again. So
Yeah.
every other time I've been there, I've gotten floor seats.
Right. Yeah.
It's usually not more expensive unless they have like a weird floored off sort of like close to the stage area.
Right.
It's like, I'm fine. I'll just go stand by front of house. That's for any show that's that big.
Mhm.
It's like, you're going to get the best listening experience if you're close to front of house.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
If they have sound engineers that give a shit, because you're hearing pretty close to what they're hearing.
Yeah.
And hopefully they're mixing the room right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. You can
I
totally
will
cut this
say-
part out. I was just curious.
I will say
That's fine.
the Rage show that I went to though, thankfully a buddy of mine was like doing merch and got me right behind. It was one of the best sounding shows, but it was also Sully, who as like an audio nerd, one of the best in the biz, amazing. And I got to sit like right behind the soundboard, and it was, I'm not even I like Rage Against the Machine. Who doesn't like Rage? But it was sonically one of the most amazing shows I've ever heard.
Nice.
So to have it was also packed. So there
Yeah.
wasn't a whole lot of reflection or whatever, but like it was awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
Full band sounded amazing. Crazy.
Hell yeah. So whenever y'all play PPG, I'm sure it's going to sound great.
I love how you say whenever.
Well.
Because we will.
It's inevitable. yeah.
Well,
Okay,
as
we'll see.
we've discussed, like it's it's not hard to play any venue in Pittsburgh. So we'll
Yeah.
just email somebody. And
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
hey,
what-
do you need an
Well,
opener?
if you guys have a lined
I'm
up
just gonna-
show
I'm just
already,
gonna
we'll hop
text,
on.
I'll
Right.
text my friend Sidney Crosby and be like, hey,
Hey, Sid.
we're going to play the Pens game, right?
Dude,
We're just
I've
gonna
served
open
him
for you
alcohol
guys.
numerous times.
Sid doesn't drink.
Great tipper, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Yeah. What else we got, guys? How long have we been doing? Are we over?
Don't worry about the time, but we got to talk about these presents.
Let's
I
talk
can't-
about
All right.
Some
So-
epic shit.
Okay, so the first thing that's up here is I got a hat.
That's an Ausinette
Hey.
hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only available at shows.
Let me resize this for my big ass head real quick.
I was like wearing it to the liquor store the other day.
You're wearing it right now.
Oh, I am. You're right. Look at the camera.
Okay. All right.
That looks good on you, man.
Thanks.
Wear it forever.
Get both of us. Yeah, here.
Boom.
Hey.
Twinning.
Very tight. Okay, so I got some
Oh, I brought some stickers.
okay, so there are some stickers here.
So there is an Ausinette sticker down there, but I had an extra Jack the Underdog sticker, and we love Jack.
I
We're playing.
love
We're going to be
Jack.
playing with Jack in October at
Poetry Lounge.
Another Ausinette sticker, and then there's one Endo. My brother's in that band Endo. They're from Las Vegas, and I had some stickers there next to the stack. So I was like, yeah,
Hell
why not?
yeah,
Bring it
man.
in.
Okay, so there's a
Now this one
there's an
is fun.
ambiguous DVD copy of the room.
Yes.
not
So
ambiguous.
the thing that's special
one of the
about this
greatest
one,
American
which I was
movies.
so okay. I have many copies of this, but this one came from Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, really? Tommy touched this?
So I ordered stuff from Tommy specifically for my brother's birthday, actually, because he was a big fan. He sent me an autographed picture that says "Love is blind," and then I got this. So I was like, "What a fun treat to share a little bit of that with you."
Okay.
And then
Tearing me apart.
I hope you like horror movies as much as I do, but I had this cool Exorcist mug,
I do like
and it
horror
glows in the
movies.
dark.
This is very cool. Thank you.
Yeah, of
I got
course.
an Exorcist glow in the dark mug. This is
I hope
fun.
that's
I've
what's
never
in
had
there.
It's like a little haul on the podcast.
How great would it be if I was the only person who knew and he opens it and it's just anal beads everywhere?
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, that's kind of a cool mug. Yeah, I never saw it.
What did you put the beads in if they're not in the mug?
They should be.
I'm still holding on to them.
That's
What?
right.
We'll talk about that later.
I like the Hellbender stuff too. The Hellbender.
Oh, thanks. They are a sponsor of the podcast.
Oh, they're great.
Nice.
I talked to someone. I'm sorry, I forget his name if he's not listening to me right now. But I spoke to somebody at Hellbender, and we want to go down and tour it and check it out because we'd like to. You guys have had stuff pressed there?
Indubitably.
I love that. So
It's
we
awesome.
would like to do that as well. So we need to get on the horn with Hellbender and talk to them about
Nice.
pressing
Absolutely.
our stuff.
Oh yeah, true. I didn't realize that was a spot.
Yeah, I would suggest anyone in the in the Pittsburgh music area and or soon Philly because they're opening up another location.
Are they
Oh, yeah,
really?
that's
Oh,
Yes,
no
sir.
way. I have some
Nice.
friends in bands out there.
Yeah, get your stuff pressed. They're good. They're good people. They do good work. Yeah. So speaking on the topic of, releasing music,
Yeah.
where is the band right now in terms of releases, projects? What are you working on? What's in the oven? What's on the stove?
We do have a lot. We are always cooking too many things. I
Yeah.
feel there was a long stretch of time right whenever we started that I was writing like a song a week. I was like, I need to chill out. They're not all winners. I'm not saying I'm great. They're not all
They're
winners.
not all done either.
They're
Yeah,
definitely
so,
not
like,
all
we have a
done.
shit ton of like half-written songs.
Concept
Yes.
art,
So many.
plan.
But we are finalizing this reimagining acoustic EP,
Yes.
and that's I don't even know date wise. What are we thinking?
It'll be released this fall. It's gonna be out before Christmas and it'll be out after summer.
For sure. Somewhere in there sounds
Great.
great.
But-
But it's gonna be, I think it's 5 acoustic songs, and then we're toying with the idea of maybe doing some live stuff too. Because our live show, personally, I think translates very different than listening to the record, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a little bit more energy, a little bit more exciting,
Well,
right?
and we're all playing the music live together right there.
Yeah,
you
different
know?
energy. Because as I'm sure you know, recording, it's very like you
It's-
can capture an energy, but it's very surgical to a
Yeah, I
point.
was gonna say it's really hard to not be sterile.
Right. Yeah, we're like we would rather not be sterile
Es- es-
ever. No, I'm kidding.
especially
we're only
when-
recording live albums.
especially when you're like in a position where like the models of different microphones and
Right.
what they provide. I feel like anybody that can like name me like the model numbers of like any Neumann microphone probably
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
They probably suck. They have no fucking personality. You spent all your
Yeah, and you're
time,
not
you
capturing
spent all your
that.
fucking time
Fucking
learning what these
nerds.
fucking microphones do. Who fucking
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah.
What are you
Give
gonna
me-
solder
give me
me
a
a
goddamn-
replica, you fucking
Yeah,
idiot?
what the fuck are we trying to do
Yeah.
here? We're trying to record punk rock. What the
Right.
fuck is this?
Dude, I would-
Bohemian Rhapsody. Go fuck yourself.
If nothing, I would just put like a fucking mic in the center of the room, like, all right, guys, let's play. 'cause
Yeah,
how
that's
I
what
know
I'm
how to
talking
do
about.
it.
Right.
Shout outs to all my audio engineer friends. But like, I think that like that stuff poisons you.
It does.
some degree.
And I'll say just as somebody who has poisoned himself,
Yeah.
like I truly have, because I was like, this was my whole thing is in just for safety's sake, it was the punk rock way at the time. So I was like, I need someone to play in my band. And my brother's like, I'm playing guitar. And I was like, I want to play guitar. He's like, but I'm playing guitar. And I was like, well, I better learn another instrument. I'm going to play bass. Right. So then I learned how to play bass. And I was like, we need to record stuff. I need to learn how to record then because we need to record our own stuff. We need a music video. I need to learn how to do the music video. So
Mhm.
I just kind of took on all these different
Same.
hats.
Yeah.
So with the recording, I'm like, well, I want it to sound better because we sound like shit because I'm recording it. Right.
Yeah.
So then you start learning and then you're like, it's a Neumann U87A.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, I drank it, dude. I didn't
Yeah.
try.
I just
So-
feel like there's a
But
healthy
I-
balance. I feel like I'm a really strong advocate for bands self-recording and self-producing. Because,
Totally.
like that is like a big part of your identity. Capture
Yeah.
your sound. If you're using the same fucking like recording techniques and plugins and shit as everybody else, you're losing a big part of your
Mhm.
identity.
Big time. I agree with that. Yeah.
But I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. That's something that
Well, it's also some
Came with-
random producer that you're paying. Of course, they're going to be like, yeah, dude, you sound great. You know what I mean? So it's like, are you
guys are
sure?
gonna be-
I'm like, please
Yeah,
tell
I
me
wasn't
what I'm
even
doing
plugged in
wrong.
that take. No, it sounds great, dude. So
Like, let's do this take 4 more times and pick the best one, please.
yes, and then you also run into the whole monstrosity of like, oh, this sounds like shit. So whenever they leave, I'm going to quietly re-record their part or something. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I've definitely heard of that happening. So
Oh yeah.
I do like the old self-production thing, and that's what we've done actually with the acoustic. We've been recording it.
We
Our
have been.
guitar player. What am I going to call him this time? Rishi,
Richard.
Richard, Rocket Richard. There we go. So
This is a hockey
we've been
time.
recording at his studio, and it's been super fun and super laid back and super chill. I think everyone's been super comfortable there, and then we can all throw out more ideas, and we're like, what would that sound like? And we can just try it
Yeah, I've
instead
never
of
recorded this way. It's like really cool to have everybody's input.
yeah.
I've only
Yeah.
recorded in a way where like one person did everything and maybe I did something,
Right.
or like vice versa. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
now it's
yeah.
cool to have like everybody who's actually playing those instruments to like have a say in what we're doing.
It's very collaborative.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. I mean, obviously you guys know a ton about the equipment and what's going on.
Okay,
I don't
you
even know what
guys
the
is
equipment.
not me.
I don't know
by
what
the
it's
way.
called. I have no idea what
Jay
they're
and
called.
Richie both have all kinds of stuff. I don't even know what most of it does.
I mean, we
I
like
plug in the
look at
bass,
each
I
other
make
and
it
we're
make
like, let's jump
sounds.
around. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
sing a little.
Yeah, we do. So
They
we
talk
have that.
nerdy shit, and
We've
we just
got
try to
the
do our
acoustic stuff we're going to be releasing, and then after that, it's back to the punk rock.
Potentially a Christmas 2-song EP. Maybe we'll
Yes.
see.
Yeah, we're
but
definitely toying around with a lot more stuff. But another single is going to be coming out hopefully early next year or end of this year.
We'll
and then
definitely have a
bunch of
cover
music
single.
videos. Yeah.
And then I think you said you wanted to do at least 2 more music videos for this year. We'll see what happens. One for a song that's already released, and then one for off of the next full length EP.
You heard it first. We're doing a full length, guys.
The next
We're doing
release.
a
The next release.
I don't think Richie's
Thank
like,
you.
we
I
gotta
was
write
like,
so many
that
more
came out
fucking
wrong.
songs.
Cut it out.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. So, but we're gonna try to do some more music videos. We have a bunch of fun with music. We did Backburner, and then we did like the Blossom Sessions thing, and we love doing it.
I felt like the Blossom session really, like, I guess, catalyst this EP that's coming out. This acoustic
Yeah,
one,
100%.
which has been really fun. But I think we all really like to run around and jump and yell.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think the success of Blossom Sessions, not success, yes, we're not. But I think how well
That's
it
how we
turned
booked
out,
the PPG show. Actually, was through
Yeah.
Blossom Sessions.
how well it turned out made us want to do the acoustic
Yeah,
kind of reimagining of stuff off the EP.
totally. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you're still holding that pen.
I
By the
know.
way,
It
I just
won't
wanna
go
say-
away.
Fidget.
Sharpie, baby.
I'm
Uh-huh.
so mad I
You're
don't
sharp,
have a
guys.
fidget right now. I've been doing this. I'm like, dude, if I was a man right now, I would have a beard and I'd be twisting the shit.
See,
out
I
of
do
it.
that a lot,
But I
and that's
don't
probably why
have
it's white
one.
right here too. 'cause I'm
I
just
got
rubbing
the
the
Dude,
grays,
color.
man.
my
I'm
chin
letting
is
that
so
fly.
raw
I
right
don't
now
think that's
because
how
of
that
how much
works.
I'm
I don't
touching
think so.
it.
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, we can get a doctor's opinion, but
Yeah.
we can hear from the professionals. Okay, this is probably no. I'm kidding. Yeah,
So-
I'm just a very anxious person.
Yeah. So before we wrap things up, we have a little bit of time, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna ask a question, and I have a feeling it's gonna
Take
snowball.
the rest of the time.
He's saying
this,
we talk way too fucking much.
this is a
I-
question that I
Well,
sure
you
do.
know.
this is a question that I really I love this question. It's one of my favorite. I don't premeditate any questions for
I'm
this
so
show. I don't know if you
excited
could
for
I
fucking
love
tell.
that.
But there's some things that I like to bring up, and if I'm in like the right company, I love to ask this
Okay.
question. Okay. So any fans of the show that have been listening to this for a while might know what I'm about to ask. So all right. Who here remembers the Denny's Rockstar menu?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I
if
do.
Listen, I'm a Waffle House fan and I boycott Denny's. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Is that
I'm
real?
so sorry.
That's fine. Okay. But let's just so in MySpace era Warp Tour, they did a collab with Denny's, and it was the Denny's Rockstar menu.
Oh, maybe I do.
So the All American Rejects had like food items and Motion City soundtrack and like all sorts
Didn't
of
My
different,
Chemical Romance maybe have
made
one?
there was different variations of it
Fuck,
over
why-
time.
That's
and
such
I
a
can't,
vague memory.
and I
for me.
can't remember all of the bands off the top of my head, but the
Okay.
one that was the most popular was Hoobastank was part of
Oh my god.
the Denny's Rockstar menu,
Yeah.
and they had the Who Burrito.
Oh,
Oh my
Let's say
god.
what's
like-
the reason
And
for
like
the
all of the bands, like all of the items were like funny little like puns and different things that the bands liked.
okay.
Okay, so this is my question.
Yeah.
Denny's Rockstar menu comes back. You have a successful show at PPG Paints Arena.
This is so fun.
Denny's wants Ausinette on the fucking menu. What are the items?
I will go last.
Why?
You'll go last.
Mine's a platter, and it includes drinks.
Maybe
like
you should
multiple
start first
drinks.
then. Get it over with.
Actually, yeah, you go first.
Okay, piece of toast, definitely burnt. Whole wheat, likely. Half smoked cigarette that's been put out on a dirty ashtray. Energy drink. That's what mine is.
It's not that much of a
I'm
Yeah.
kidding. That's not actually it. So
It's like a happy meal for a,
He's like,
Mine
that's not
is like
enough food.
legitimately, okay, 8 chicken fingers, 2 waffles with specifically Chalk Zero's maple syrup, pecan,
Peas in a can.
everything
Maple
fine
syrup.
that you said.
however you say that.
I don't know.
So we've got the 8 chicken fingers. We've got the waffles. We've got I drink so much caffeine. I'm so sorry.
I can't.
So-
I can never tell.
I've heard ADHD before, but I know it's okay. An energy drink
Yes.
and a 40 ounce water because I
A
always have
40
so much
ounce
water.
water.
It's yeah, I always have like a cannon of water with me, and that's it. That's mine. And what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it the back burner.
Oh, dude. The fuck?
That's what we'll call it.
Okay, unrelated, but I will say he said it earlier.
Price is $16.99.
That is so cheap for that.
It is.
That is really
You
cheap
can't get
for
a
that.
40-ounce water for that anymore.
I know what wholesale chicken fingers cost.
We're
Come
just
on.
gonna say there's no laws for this, right?
Of course.
No laws.
Okay,
No
cool.
laws, then mine comes with a fucking beating. No, I'm kidding.
You cruising for a bruise and need a knuckle
That's right.
sandwich?
You get fucking brass knuckles to your right ear. That's what fucking happens with the back burner.
Jesus.
Listen. All right, well, mine is a sandwich because I love sandwiches. Okay, but since we're at a breakfast joint, the bread is going to be a waffle. So we're gonna imagine waffle on top, right? I do like the idea of chicken tendies right here.
Tendies?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Right here, we're gonna do a slice of cheese, American cheese, because we are at Denny's and all American. Makes sense. We're gonna do American cheese, some over medium eggs because we don't want it too runny because sometimes the white part can be undercooked. So we're gonna have it a little runny. So when you cut it, you have something you can dip it into, right? Got an egg on there. I love spicy, so the egg has to have either cayenne pepper or if you're getting crazy, put some serrano peppers on there.
Mm.
Sweet.
Tahini?
Tahini, that's gonna go on the drink.
Okay. There it
We're
is.
we're also bartenders. He
building-
did
we're
mention that
building the
before.
cocktail. We're
Like you
building
asked
it.
this question, I'm like, yes, I manage the bar at a brunch spot.
Yeah.
Dude, like, come on. Like I can have this decked out for you. But all right, so we have the chicken tenders, the cheese, the egg. Oh, what else do we want? We're gonna have to put some crispy bacon on top of that. Bacon, egg, cheese, chicken. Mhm. Then we're gonna do some lettuce, some tomato, because this is brunch for me, not breakfast. We'll have the extra layer. I hate having soggy waffles or soggy pancakes. I hate when people drizzle it all over. I mean, do what you want. I hate when people do it for me. So I'll have a side of syrup, right? So that's the meal portion. The drink portion, we're gonna have. As much as I hate making them, we're gonna have a Bloody Mary with a tahini rim.
There it is.
Thank you.
I love it.
And
I was out. Now I'm back in.
and I'm sorry, correct my language here. It's not a Bloody Mary, it's a Bloody Maria because I'm a tequila fan.
It is.
Get those ad libs
Love
in
it.
there.
Damn right.
And since it's morning time, and if you're drinking anything with a bloody in the title, you probably have a little bit of a hangover.
Hmm,
The next best thing with that is a nice little J on the side.
there it is.
That's my sandwich.
Is that why we were
breakfast.
worried about the legality?
Yeah.
It sounds like that's great.
Oh, and a side of fries.
Yes.
Just toss that in there. I gotta. So basically, Waffle House does the smothered and covered, those
Yeah.
crazy hash browns.
Mm.
I had an experience one time with another band where I don't even remember what the hell I ate, but it was fabulous. Smothered and covered with every motherfucking thing they served. I edited myself for no good reason. Motherfucking chili, cheese, onions, all that shit just loaded. A massive pile of disgusting, greasy, and crispy hash browns
Mm.
with like every fucking thing you can put on it.
Shit, that's what I was forgetting. Hash browns
You
on the
can't
sandwich.
forget hash browns.
browns
You're
are
so
But
right.
I expect you to be coming in because it's 24 hours, Denny's,
Yeah.
You're coming in late. You're getting that goddamn thing because you're drunk
Mhm.
with the 40 of your choice. They're going to have 4 to 5 different types of 40s. Crazy Horse, Mickey's, whatever you got, man. Boom.
Dude, that's a great idea.
40 massive hash browns. You're going to get a little more sober. You're going to
Do we have names for the? Did you guys name yours? Am
I
I
didn't
naming?
name
I'm
mine,
just
actually.
I'm going to call it Worth It. Boom.
Nice. Okay.
That's also one of our songs. Choose
Awesome.
a plug, whatever.
What's the
but,
What's
you
the
know.
name of yours?
Mine can be expectations.
There it is. Expectations. Okay. So how about yourself? You're building a
Oh,
dish.
You asked
Yeah,
this
you
question
got
You
three
did.
bands,
That's
man.
a
Like,
great
you can
question.
do
That's
one.
Yeah.
the best question for real. I'd like to hear yours as well.
I'd have to go back, but I don't think anyone's ever asked me.
Oh,
What?
I don't think.
But we want to know what you think.
Yeah, we
man.
all went. Come on.
Come on, man.
Wow, you're putting me on the spot.
Well, you put us on the spot.
Yeah,
And we ponied up.
It's your episode. I'm just a conductor here. Choo choo. You know.
Well,
So I guess if
He's like,
well, I
it
guess I have
starts with
to-
a Big
I have
Mac.
to pick a band, right? So we'll just say Grey Walker.
Okay.
If Grey Walker was on the Denny's Rockstar menu, now I can't speak on behalf of everyone in my band, but I do think like a universal thing that everyone in the band really fucks with would be like a Reuben sandwich.
Ooh,
Yeah.
But there needs to be like something special about it.
Mm-hmm.
So Reuben generally has also a Thousand Island type
Yes, it
dressing on
does.
Thousand
it.
Island, baby.
I think that we go rogue
Add
and
cinnamon.
we
No, I'm
replace
kidding.
we replace the Thousand Island dressing with the Grey Walker hot sauce because we have a
Yeah.
hot sauce.
You have
guys
your own hot sauce.
Yes.
I
Is it really
love
hot?
it.
I
I
mean, it
want
depends
one.
on the season.
Well, I
Because
don't understand.
peppers yield different,
True.
different times of the
You
year.
Do you
make it
ferment it
yourself?
and stuff yourself?
Well, we don't make it ourselves. But,
Okay.
Well, okay, we're getting in the weeds here.
Okay.
The hot sauce isn't in production anymore because the guy that makes it technically can't make it anymore because he works for a bigger company now and can't put his stuff on the side.
No.
But anyways, shout outs to Tom. But that would be. We'll do that. We'll do like a Reuben. Got to have wings. And
Wings on the side.
wings on the
Yes, sir.
side.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Are we putting
On
that
the
on the
Reuben?
Reuben?
And then
Careful.
the drink would just be like a Coors Banquet.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you
Coors
wanted the fancy
Banquet.
like
Hell
that, you
yeah.
know?
Yeah,
That's
That's
right.
fancy.
yeah, that would be it.
You wear a tie. with
There's
it.
maybe a
fantastic.
better there's a better thing in there, but right now that's what
That's
I'm
the
giving
story
you.
you're sticking to, and
Wait,
I love it.
I
think
have an
it's great.
edit add-in.
Oh.
Sorry. My Bloody Maria has to be like decked out. Can't just be like the liquor and the, mix. It's got to have like
Fresh
bacon in
ingredients.
it, celery.
Why don't
Oh,
you
yeah.
a
why don't
spear.
you do this? Why don't you do this? Right?
Listening.
It's like this fucking Maria comes in the girthiest fucking thing you've
Call
ever
it-
seen.
Yeah.
Just
And
call
the
it the fucking
sandwich
Maria.
is dipped in the top.
Oh,
shit.
dude,
That's the
that
move.
would be
That's
fire.
the move. Then it's almost like with the breakfast sandwich is almost like grilled cheese with tomato soup, but it's breakfast sandwich Bloody Maria.
So right.
It sounds
Also,
healthy
I
to
will
me, right?
boycott Denny's if we do this. 'Cause-
You would unboycott it?
Yeah, I told you, I'm
Well-
a Waffle House fan.
Well, I'll tell you
Oh,
this.
You like Waffle
Let's
House. They also don't have fryers at the one in where the hell is it?
Dude, the only one near here is in Washington.
What, Denny's?
No, I mean
or
this is in
Waffle House?
Ohio that the last
talking
one I
about
went
Waffle
to.
Oh, yeah, Waffle House.
If I see a Waffle House, I go
Youngstown.
to it
You crush
Yeah,
it.
you need to.
for sure.
So, it doesn't have to be at Denny's. I feel like we could do a Rockstar menu anywhere
Mhm.
if only we knew somebody that worked at a brunch spot.
We got to find this.
Yeah,
person.
who?
That would be
We gotta
crazy.
find
works
this
at a
person.
brunch
Would do
spot?
it.
Yeah, maybe we could write some letters, reach out to some friends of friends.
And, as we were talking about earlier, a fun way to get yourself out there is to put yourself in places where you don't belong, but also do it in a fun, creative way where you're not questioning the morality of your band.
True.
So if we did have a local music scene rock star brunch menu, that would be a fun, weird thing for everybody.
I think it'd be amazing.
I
And
think
you
I
can
know
do it.
some people.
So that's what I'm saying. Like back to like, there's no rules. Fuck it.
That's right.
Do something fun. We know people. We have connections. Try it.
Try it.
Try it.
Let's
And
make
what's
a
a
new
munchkin?
Rockstar
You're
menu.
gonna like
Let's
it.
fucking
Let's
do
do
it,
it.
bro.
Bring it back.
Let's bring it back. They brought
Sponsored
Warped
by
Tour
Start the
back.
Beat. Start the
That's
Beat
right.
presents
Yes.
The-
The Rockstar menu.
the Rockstar menu.
The PGH Rockstar menu.
Yes, sir.
So what other bands are going on?
The last band that I asked this to was Heading North.
Okay.
Oh, I know
Where were they
them.
going?
They're going north, duh.
Obviously.
This
Chris.
shitty
It's right there in the name. It's right there in the
Funny,
name.
What do you want?
So I feel
Instead of going along with it,
Sorry,
everyone shuts
I
Heading
down.
feel like
thought that was
Heading
fun.
North would definitely have to be on the menu.
I think Dream the Heavy definitely would
Dream the
have to
Heavy
be on
would be a
the
good one,
menu.
yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Maybe Old Neon.
100% Old Neon.
Okay. All right.
100%.
There's
Dizzler,
a-
maybe. I really like them.
There's a shit ton of really cool local bands.
Dude, that's the
There
thing
really
about
is.
Pittsburgh. Like the Pittsburgh pop punk, emo scene, heavy scene. It's fire. Like it's
Yeah.
always good vibes too. Like
Yeah.
I remember the first show I went to that was like, I guess metal here was Parkway Drive, and I was with one of my like two of my girlfriends, and like they were smaller than me, and I'm like, I'm not a small girl. I'm like 5'9", 5'10", and but no, we went to this show, and these guys at the show are huge, right? Like these big like lifting bros, and we're in the pit, and I fell backwards, and I get this far from the ground. I don't even touch the ground. They're like, pick me up. You okay? I'm like, fuck yeah, guys, let's go. And like we keep raging, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. It's like a welcoming thing. We can have fun and like not get hurt.
Absolutely.
I have another question. Do you play band games?
Band games.
Yeah. Do you have any
Like-
band games? We don't have one yet, but on
Okay,
tour,
yeah,
I used
so-
to play a bunch of band games, and I'm wondering
Grey
if you have
Walker-
any good shares that maybe we could adopt.
So Grey Walker's we've been a band for a long time.
Okay.
And over the course of being a band, we always joke about things that are going to happen at shows,
Mhm.
people that might show up, something weird that happens. And, like we've collected these things, and now we have Grey Walker show bingo.
I
And we have like
Okay.
the cards
Yeah.
printed out,
Oh,
and we'll
even
play
better.
Grey Walker bingo, where it's like, oh, like this person showed up. Oh, the sound tech's a dickhead.
Yeah.
Somebody broke a string, like that kind of stuff.
Yep. Okay. I like
And
that.
then,
I actually love that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
I used to play like way more, worse, way like mean spirited games. This
Yeah,
is a
yeah,
nice
no,
one.
and
This is a
then-
fun one.
You gotta bring out
I used to play like
positive
Sandwich
energy,
Punch, where you literally
Sandwich
ruin the
Punch.
food
And
of
then,
like
you
these
know,
poor kids on tour.
I don't know if like
Yeah,
it's-
straight
I
up.
don't think anybody's ever actually gotten a bingo.
Okay.
We've tried. I don't know what would happen. Like maybe like the person that gets bingo everyone buys him. He gets free drinks for the whole night or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Yeah.
something like that. You know,
Okay.
right?
I like
Like you
that.
can get drunk. You don't got to drive home tonight. That kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, we'll pay for your Uber.
It's like
That's
it's like
fun.
tonight, boys. I'm getting bingo drunk.
That's
Let's go.
Someone creates their own card and gets a blackout immediately.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a
That's a
That's-
fun one. I
yeah.
like that.
that's all I got for you.
I
Wow.
like that. We should definitely do some band games. I'd never heard of that actually.
Band games?
Yeah, no.
I was in we even just the one tour. Shout out to Seeker because they really shared a lot of Bryce actually. So he was like, let's play Van Tag. I was like, what are you talking about? So, and this is so dangerous. I don't recommend anybody do this. We did this. This was a long time ago too. But you literally have to drive up on the other van like while you're driving on the freeway.
So you're going like 60
have
miles
somebody
an hour.
hang out. Yes. Hang someone out to tag the other van. And then with Darkness Before Dawn, another like band that I was in, and Destruction of Rose, we would do like Sandwich Punch. So that was very specific rules. If you take a bite out of it, it's free game. If you set it down, it's not in your hand. Someone can come and trash your food. This is like
I remember
you
you
get like a
saying that.
$6 a
It
day
sounds
per
so
diem.
sad.
It
Yeah.
is
I'm
so
like,
like,
oh,
but you
man.
get like a $6 a day per diem, and then someone's like, "Oh, the show's catered." You're like, "Oh, thank God!" And it's like a $5 Little Caesars hot and ready for like 8 dudes, right?
Yeah.
So not you're
Dude,
living
I
off
would
Jack in
be
the Box
throwing
dollar
hands
menu.
If somebody punched my sandwich,
Dude,
I
I'm
love
sad.
sandwiches.
Yeah.
Like
You
I
Get
fucking
your,
love
get your
sandwiches.
Grey Walker Reuben, you just set it down. You're like, oh, this is so good. And here comes DJ from behind, you just fucking crushes it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, God damn it, man. That's the last one. They're out of hot
Yeah,
sauce.
that's
Dude,
what I
I
mean by like
punched-
mean spirited though. But some of these were captured on like I destroyed. It was a beautiful In-N-Out burger. It was a double, and my singer at the time he took one bite, set it down, and I was just staring at it for a second, like kind of
Wait,
looked
how do
up,
you-
like
wait.
really.
What's the
And
rule to
just-
not punch it?
So if there's a piece of paper covering it, like if you put your wrapper over it, you put something over it,
Okay.
or you're holding it, you can't you can't have your sandwich punched. And then there was a lot of like the whole argument of what defines a sandwich, right? Like, is it, 2 pieces of bread? and the
Dude,
whole
somebody
thing?
touched my hat one time and I punched him in the face. Like, don't touch my sandwich. What?
Dude, if you guys have a fight, I'm not going to be able to break it up. We'll take pictures.
There, well,
I will
As
not
long as
break
it's
it up.
documented.
Because I don't know. I just couldn't take sides.
yeah. We need some kind-spirited
Yeah, that's a good one. I like
band
the bingo.
games. I do like the
Yeah,
bingo
play that.
game. Yeah,
You're welcome.
I love it.
Thanks.
I love it.
So as our train rounds the corner here, we're
Yes.
pulling back up to the station.
Here we are.
We've been on our little podcast journey. The train got derailed a few times, but
Nah.
we got back on track
Happens.
right.
and
Does.
we made it. We made it. We made it happen.
It's very exciting.
So before we
Screwed
deboard, is there anything that anybody wants to say? Any questions, comments, concerns, letters to the editor?
Thanks so much for having us.
Wait, no, I don't feel like we even answered the first question properly.
What question?
About the band origin.
Oh, we didn't.
Like
We're
literally, he
back on
said the
that.
train got derailed, and we literally were just like, bye.
Yeah.
To the first question.
I do that though. I know I'm terrible at that, and that's why I look around. I'm like,
Well,
once
listen.
I see like too many eyes, I'm like, I gotta stop.
This is the band origin.
This right here.
No.
Oh.
Some cool people got together, realized they could all make art to some degree,
Yes, sir.
worked their schedules around, made it happen. Here we are.
That's
Yes,
Exactly.
and we do have 2 more people in the band. They just couldn't make it because family obligations.
Rish.
They are loved and
Richie.
important.
We did talk about them,
Richie Rich.
so they were basically here. Love them.
Adam, Richie,
Richard.
love
Adam
ya.
plays drums. Richie plays guitar. Good.
Wait, who plays guitar?
Well,
Richie
you also play
does,
guitar.
and Dustin.
Did you
does.
say Adam plays guitar?
Dude, whoa.
I'm just kidding.
Are you
Adam,
gaslighting
Adam
me?
plays drums. Yeah. Come on, Chris.
Oh.
Right? Adam plays guitar. No, I'm kidding.
No, Adam
No.
plays the drums.
Adam plays drums.
Wait, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Richie plays guitar.
Richard.
Richard. And sings too. He
I think-
sings too.
He does
Yeah.
sing.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah.
Rich.
We're
Square
gonna keep
band.
derailing you if you.
Yeah, I
keep-
was gonna-
if
you
let
gotta
it
cut us
happen. We're
off.
just gonna
You
keep
gotta
fucking
do it.
going.
This feels like
Pull
a
the plug.
mental illness support group right now.
I mean,
Does anyone else feel
is it
that?
helping?
Is it- no. Okay, yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
really great meeting everybody.
So nice to meet you. Thank you so
Great
much.
seeing you again, Oz.
Good to see you,
This is a really, really fun episode.
Yeah.
I really like talking with you all. This was great.
This
This
was a
is great, man.
blast. Thanks so
Fucking
much for
awesome.
having us.
So yeah, I mean, please be sure to, go check out the music.
And if anyone needs a blue Sharpie, I still have it.
There
And
it is.
Like,
Signing
subscribe,
autographs.
share with Sykes's podcast here.
Yeah, and I mean, with all of that being said, that is all, folks. Thanks so much for being here one more time. Ausinette, make some fucking noise, everybody.
Pew, 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 pew.
I will be back again next week with another episode. Same time, same place, same channel. You know the drill. My name is Brian Sykes House. Start the Beat is the podcast. 2025 is the year. And until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of the people around you. Peace out. We did it. That was a podcast.
Hey. Yeah.
Yay.
We out.
Hell yeah.
Is that a glass jaw tattoo?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, where?